Hello there, how's it going? Welcome back to the show. Thanks for clicking on this one. My name is Pat Dan, and today we have returned to Reddit Gets Drawn Badly. As you can see, here we are on r/Reddit Gets Drawn Badly. The image we've chosen, screaming for help, posted by Gaza Gaza, my goat. Hello, Gaza Gaza. Now, we love a good dog, and this one has a particularly frightening expression on its face. I was going to say scared, but that would have been entirely incorrect. This dog is not scared. This is the scarer. If anything, this is the one that goes around terrorizing the other dogs, from what I can see in this photo here. As a very experienced dog professional myself, allergic to all of them my entire life, I can speak very freely on this topic with the knowledge that I am correct and know what I'm speaking on. Anyway, I have been playing. Okay, so my entire life, basically, I've been playing games in a way that is different to the method I've discovered just recently, which is play like one game that's like, that is like a AAA game that you buy, for a console and play it for like 2 seconds, realize it kind of sucks, and then finish it over the course of like a year with like varying levels of commitment to it as time goes on. And that works for a lot of people. It's a classic way of gaming, and I'm not here to tell you that it's wrong. What I am here to say is that I've recently discovered a new facet of the gaming industry, an entirely open world, which I've never even considered until like just recently. So, game maker, right? You hear that, it's a little polarizing. You might have some, feelings about what the word that I've just presented to you there. It might, stir up something. But I mean, let's think about it from like devil's advocate kind of way. Let's kind of give it a moment to breathe. Benefit of the doubt. Just for a second. Bear with me and just think about it with me. Just like a little thought experiment, right? What is so bad about a game maker game? Like if you were asked to pinpoint the exact things that you would not choose to play a game maker game for. I, in my past, would have said something like, well, they are probably like low effort and, they can be just made by any like little child on the internet who's gained access to a computer. Like the artistic direction is not held to a high standard. The story is probably awful. And story is a big deal. If the story's bad, I'm not going to be motivated to complete the objective of the game. Well, I'm here to tell you that I have discovered none of those things necessarily have to be true about the game maker experience. I never realized the sheer amount of actual goats that are just out here making game maker games for free that any of us can like enjoy. This sounds like an ad. The way I'm presenting this sounds like an ad. It's not. It's just a genuine realization I've had recently that I think I should share with the world just because it can change lives here. I was like browsing the Steam, store page as I do on occasion, just a casual little browse. And I happened upon a little game maker game that I had added to my like library. It was a free one that I had added to my library a while ago because I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And I was like, okay, you know what? This game seems fun in concept. I'll give it a shot. It looked like a pretty standard game maker game, nothing too crazy. And upon clicking that start download button, I think everything changed for me. From this particular moment, I'm a different man. I'm a new man. Okay, going forward, you can call me Game Maker Gary. All right, that's my new title, and you will be referring to me by that name from here on out. Game Maker Gary. What is so great about Game Maker games? You might be asking, why did you realize their beauty? Well, let me say, the idea of a game maker game in itself, it's kind of a beautiful concept, right? Giving the ability to just create whatever to the common man. It's a genius. It's a genius idea, right? It's a genius idea, one that like AI freaks are very fond of too. Their particular way of going about it, not my preferred method, but hey, to each their own, I guess. And I think, in my humble opinion, that if you like trudge through the game maker, experience just for a second, just trudge through it and search for something that looks like it has passion behind it. You're sure I guarantee you that you will find at least one game that piques your interest. Like there's everything out there, absolutely everything. And the beauty of a game maker game, here's really the kicker: it's absolutely zero commitment. Like that's a lot of the issue that I have with gaming is like I'm like, oh, I have to commit to beating this game because I just started it. Okay, well this sucks. Game Maker is literally zero commit. You could download it one day and then never ever ever touch it. And it's beautiful because the fact that I can do that makes me actually want to play it. Like because I'm like, oh, I could just never play this ever again if I played it right now. I'm like, oh wait, that's kind of awesome. I won't feel like pressured at all to complete it. Like I can just sit and relax. Like I don't feel bad for having a lack of mechanical skill because there's no mechanical skill involved. It's like, wow, it's a perfect sit, chill, and just like sip on a beverage kind of game, And I think we're missing a lot of that energy. I think we really are missing a lot of that energy in modern gaming. Game Maker has solved it. Many years ago, Game Maker has solved it, and we just were none the wiser. Okay, and I'm here to tell you, it's out there for you. It's out there and waiting. It's calling your name. I am playing currently a game, which is actually it's very good. There's some good sprite work. I would say there's like the story is actually not bad. Like it's kind of awesome. The characters are fun. It's called fuck, what is it called? I forget the exact name of it, but it's something like weird. Oh, it's weird and unfortunate things are happening, I think. It's very very fun. I've not been playing it that long, but the low commitment, the like chill, relax and just like play for 30 minutes kind of vibe, it's so beautiful. It's like perfect for just like a little break when I'm like, okay, I finished a little like chunk of whatever I'm working on and I want to take a break, but like I don't want to play an actual game because then I'll get like not an actual game. Obviously, it's an actual game, but like I don't want to play like an intense game because then it will get me like hooked in and then I'll be playing for like the rest of the day. But the world is filled with these little tiny projects that you can just play. And I realized that these things not only exist via Game Maker, but via like itch.io. Like you can play 30-minute little free game. Like it's beautiful. The world is a beautiful place when you look in the right little nooks and crannies, Like there's just beauty peeking out, wishing that you would see it. And if you say yes, it can present you with some awesome things. That's just a little one little particular facet of the beauty of the world that I thought I'd share with you today. Change your life a little bit. If I do dare please, and I do dare please. So there you go. I think that the idea of like playing something just for fun with like no desire to complete it or play the right way really it's really beautiful, and it's like kind of how I've been approaching all media recently. I think it's a grind set that needs to be adopted by the general populace. Not all the time, but like on occasion you need to sit down and be like, okay, this is like slop. Like this sucks, but I'm okay with that. And it's not like slop. It's not in the sense of like doom scrolling. Like it's not doom scrolling slop where you're not actually paying attention to any of the videos that you see, and like it's just like you're doing it to go absolutely brain dead and not even pay attention to the world around you kind of thing. It's like slop where you have to engage with it, but you don't have to you don't have to be worried. Like worry-free slop. It's a beautiful genre. It's a beautiful genre. Soon to dethrone the friend slop genre, I think. The new form of slop. A new slop variety, if you will. I'm going to say that this dog has got some sense of sauce to him. He's got a little sauce. I kind of like it. I kind of appreciate it. I kind of love it. I saw this video essay on the YouTube recently, where I watch all my video essays. The premier video essay platform, that's their motto over there at YouTube HQ. I assume, I've never actually been there or seen, mission statement or anything, but I assume that's their motto just based on the kinds of things that I see on their platform that they feed me. Anyway, I saw this video essay that was about this creator who I'd never seen before. That was talking about why I went to Mr. Beast's show premiere or whatever. And it was getting a lot of traction. It has 1 million or something views. And the channel's actually big. I've just never heard of them. And it was kind of a critique of Mr. Beast's, company and the way that he runs his channel and his outlook on content. And it was very interesting to me because I'd never thought about it from the perspective that he portrayed it. For me, right? When I watch a Mr. Beast video, I'm not watching it from the perspective of this is art or this is meant to be something that makes me think. It's I'm watching it from the perspective of this is someone who's trying to make something that's never been made before, right? He's just trying to do it because he likes, doing things that break the mold in a sense that's not necessarily traditionally artistic, right? And the video essayist was very adamant that YouTube was supposed to be an artistic medium and video making was supposed to be artistic. And that's kind of where he attacked Beast Games from and Mr. Beast as a whole. And I thought it was super weird how I've never even considered Mr. Beast as a artistic figure, right? From the beginning, to me, in my eyes, he's always been, I want to manipulate the YouTube algorithm in a business kind of way. It's kind of a success story from a business perspective where he was able to figure out how the algorithm works and manipulate it. And I'm watching the channel almost as a kind of just a case study of what happens when you optimize everything and play the YouTube game specifically just for clicks and nothing else, and clicks and retention and maximum money. He's a maximum money guy. And I've just accepted him for that fact. But when you really think about it, he does seem to kind of take his videos more recently from a storytelling perspective. And he says that his goal is, quote unquote, to make the best videos of all time. He doesn't want to make the highest grossing videos. He wants to make the best videos, which is interesting to me, because he's not really acting in the way that I expect someone with that goal to act, right? If I was setting out to make the best videos, on the planet, money would be my last priority. If I was truly focused on, artistic expression and I was I want to make the best videos ever made, my last thought would be, how much money is it going to make? It would be, how can I, make this better? How can I make this more exciting? How can I make this more, akin to what my vision is? It doesn't seem like he has a vision. He just has a desire for growth and money. And I feel like he's reaching a little bit when he says that his goal is to make the best videos on the platform. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Not a second do I believe it. Um, can we get like white? Like, why does my white not look white? Can some color theory expert in the chat explain this to me? Is everything else too light, and it's like, I need to darken the whole thing? Like, is that the issue? I assume the answer is yes, because I can't hear you, so I'm gonna assume that the answer is yes. I always envy the young creators on the YouTube platform, and not just on YouTube, but like in entertainment in general, like young people who got started early and like were able to make a name for themselves. Like that's such a envious lifestyle. Like imagine being, you know, Finn Wolfhard booked for Stranger Things when he was like 6 years old. Like especially when you're that young, right? Like when you start doing something as a young child, a lot of that is not like your own decision, right? Like if you want to be the absolute best like basketball player in the world, you probably have to have like a parent who's really into basketball and forces you to start playing basketball before you even know what like liking something is, you know? Like it doesn't even matter if you like it. It's just like about starting and getting the muscle memory down immediately and like knowing how to play basketball. Like it's the same thing with like acting and like entertainment. It's like once you started early, you kind of have a jump start. It feels like a lot of the I don't know, a lot of the entertainment industry especially has been so, maximized in this day and age where it's like we know everything. This is me speaking from the perspective of a Hollywood exec. Like we know everything that works. We know what we want, and if you're not exactly that, then like there's no. We're not gonna give you a chance. Like we're holding you to a standard, and if you don't meet that, then your only your only chance is if you show us that you can. It's like no one no one's out here giving a shot to the underdogs anymore, which is kind of sad. But I feel like YouTube has become a place for that, and like it's all about having an absolutely insane like work ethic and belief in yourself that is unfounded, I think. Like I feel like there's a little bit of hope in the success of, indie animated projects and things of the like. Like I feel like I see so many Kickstarters that are successfully funded and, communities that form around small little projects. It's very hopeful. It's definitely a beautiful, thing to witness. And I think the like real true secret is that you just have to like be willing to risk it, you know? Like if you're not willing to risk it and say this might not work, but I'm going to do it anyway, then you have no shot at all. Like there's no one who's going to say, "Hey, like you've made a couple cool things before. This idea seems fun. Uh we're going to throw a bone at you." Like no one's going to do that. You're just going to have to go, "All right, well, I know what I'm capable of and I'm just going to like launch into this thing." And it's simultaneously a scary world, but also like a beautiful thing that we have the opportunity to do that. Especially if you do have the opportunity to do that, like if you live in such a way that would allow you to do that, I feel like being able to capitalize on that it's a beautiful, expression of the modern age, where there are so many horrible things of the modern age. There are so many great things as well. I I've been thinking recently about how crazy it is that like in even just like the past 100 years, like people have lived so differently to the like to the I don't know what I would consider an average person now, and my average might not necessarily be the true average, but I think of like the average person, living with like like modern amenities. You know, obviously I don't think it's the global average at all. Like I think the vast majority of people, or at least there's a large amount of people who live in ways that are different to me, but like living with the ability to have artificial light on at all times is so crazy. Like how 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 has that just happened and we've adopted to it so quickly, like as a people, as humanity. Like we were just like, all right, lights exist, now we have them, and now they're just like normal. Like I don't even think about it, but like how crazy is it that like not too long ago people didn't have the option to like stay up and do stuff at night. Like if it was nighttime you just had to go to sleep because it was dark out. Like what the heck is that? Like what are we even talking about now? Like what are we doing, bro? And the fact that we've specifically evolved like for survival in the wilderness, like where our hands are made for, you know, like hitting rocks against each other to make stone tools. Like we're specifically, you know, optimized. Our bodies are optimized so that we can do things that will help us survive. We don't even do any of that shit, bro. Like I've never hit two rocks together so I could like cut down like a shrub ever in my life. That's never something that I've ever done. And I'm sure there's definitely a lot of people who do that, but it's like there's a lot who don't, you know, and it's insane how far we've come. It's really weird. Like I can't even imagine living in a time where like there was like communal bedding, like you'd sleep with like just random people. Like that's so weird. I don't know, man. It's just weird to think about. It's a weird thing. You know what? This I feel like this kind of not philosophical, but like this kind of pondering that I do is like equivalent to the show Black Mirror. I talk about Black Mirror a lot. Um but it's because it's what I'm watching. And like the show Black Mirror to me, it's not like super fulfilling artistically or story in terms of story. Like it's not that exciting. But like what it is and what it does well is that it's just like a basic like child's thought experiment. It's like a little kid being like, "Hey, like I have this thought, like let's try and make an idea of like what might happen if this was real." And I feel like it's kind of a weird show in that sense because it's I don't know, it does things in a high production manner with like a low production mindset. Like it feels like a novel that your little cousin wrote and he's like, "Dude, I just wrote this story, you want to read it?" And then it's like, people are not actually people. They are just robots with skin on them, and they forgot that they're robots because their programming was so advanced that it allowed them to grow a consciousness, and they created this false story that they were actually evolved from apes when really they were created by aliens and placed like it's like it's such a simple idea that's been, you know, expanded upon into this whole episode. It's very it's a very interesting show. And it's great slop content. It's great slop content. I'll say that. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm going to try and outline this tongue, which is very badly defined. Like, there's no way that if you squinted at this or had bad eyesight, you'd be able to tell that there was even a tongue there that exists. But I guess that's just what we're going to have to deal with for today, you know? Sometimes you don't get tongue. That's okay. That's okay. We don't always need it. I mean, I guess this dog would probably do better with it, you know, like it needs it to taste and like lick stuff. I don't know. Dogs lick stuff a lot. Dogs seem to be licking and sniffing all over. Like what are they sensing that we're not, you know? What are they smelling in that shrub that they insist on sniffing that like we can't perceive? Like how is it that they're perceiving the world in such a different way, you know? Like imagine if we didn't have eyes. Just imagine how crazy it would be to even imagine like that other animals can see things. Like we wouldn't be able to conceive it. Imagine if dogs have something that we don't even know about and like they have this crazy sense through which they're viewing it, through which they're viewing the world that we couldn't even imagine. Wouldn't that be insane? I'm so Black Mirror pilled right now. Like literally, I'm that little kid. I'm that little kid showing you his Google Doc that's called like crazy story .docx. I don't know why there'd be a file extension in a Google Doc name. Just stick with me for a second, okay? Just let me play out this bit, all right? I don't actually have anything else to play out. So in any case, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for your time. I've been Pat, and you've been great. Until next time, kick rocks, pal. Bye-bye.